Hey, this is lesson 2.2, part 2 on constructing angles. So we're just going to continue on the other side of the worksheet. So please make sure that you have the worksheet 2.2 angles in front of you along with your protractor and a pencil and eraser. So let's start off with right angle first. And right angles you can usually tell by looking at it that it's about 90 degrees or sometimes even right at 90 degrees. The definition again, this is one of the angles where you have an exact measurement. Right angles measure exactly 90 degrees. They meet at a right angle and they're perpendicular to each other, the two rays are. So you're going to take your protractor again, you're going to draw it here, and then you're going to take, again, the straight edge of your protractor to get that ray, take it away and mark up that ray properly. Again with your vertex and that. So last we left off at angle CDE. So let's make this angle FGH, which will equal 90 degrees. Okay, angle FGH will equal 90 degrees. So then you're going to take your protractor again, make sure that that's lined up right on 0, like that. And then you're going to mark 90 degrees there if you like. You could also just be very careful and draw two perfectly straight lines that meet perpendicular, that meet at a right angle, but I'm going to do it using my protractor. So I'm going to turn my protractor that way and just adjust a little bit, and then I'm going to draw my straight line here. Okay. Take away the protractor again and mark up the other ray. You can use a square corner. Sometimes when you're working through questions, it's not always indicated with a square corner. Just be aware of that. And remember, FG has to be the vertex and H. And you know that's going to be 90 degrees. Okay. Moving on, you've got your straight angle now. So the straight angle here is an angle that measures exactly 180 degrees. So another angle that deals with a precise measurement. Straight angles can be drawn in any orientation, so let's take the protractor again because we want a straight edge. So any straight line is a straight angle. So all you really have to do, and this doesn't require measuring so long as your line is perfectly straight, is making sure that you have it labeled properly. So we did FGH, so we're going to go IJK equals 180 degrees. And then that indicates, so it actually doesn't matter which side you draw that curved line on because either side will be 180 degrees. So you have IJK, let's just erase that one here. And that's 180 degrees. You can also have your straight angle drawn vertically like this, and that's totally fine. So again, straight angle there, so long as it's a straight line, you're good. But make sure you have all the markings you need. And it doesn't matter which way you drop the curved line because either side is 180 degrees. So this is keep doing it on the wrong side. Nope, I don't want that. Done. I want IJK, and we want 180 degrees. Girls, just another reminder to make sure that you have all of the markings, that you're making sure you have the vertex marked on your angles. You make sure that you have the letters, and that middle letter is the vertex. Make sure you have that curved line. That curved line is also important because, as mentioned in the previous video, it indicates which angle you're looking at. If you're looking at obtuse, if you're looking at an acute angle, or the reflex angle, which is the angle we're going to look at next. Oops. So with the reflex angle, and let's just go here, we'll do two types of reflex angles just so that you understand how they work, okay? Now, a reflex angle is an angle that measures greater than 180 and less than 360 degrees. So the process of drawing a reflex angle, actually think about it for yourself before I get into it. How would you draw a reflex angle given that you only have a semicircular protractor? Okay, so I'll give you a hint. It has to do with 360 degrees. So if you want to pause the video and think to yourself, how could I construct a reflex angle? And here's another challenge for you too. We're going to draw our first reflex angle LMN, and what it's going to be is that it's going to have to measure, let's say, 300 degrees. Okay, so we want angle LMN equaling 300 degrees. Now ask yourself, how are you going to draw a reflex angle that measures 300 degrees? Pause it if you want to right now and think to yourself, and go ahead and construct it. But I'm going to continue here. Okay. Now, again, the issue is, the problem that we have is that we have a semicircular protractor. 300 degrees is not on our protractor. Our protractor only goes to 180 degrees. So my hint to you earlier was look at 360 degrees. Why are we looking at 360 degrees? Well, what do you know about 360 degrees? Think to yourself, what is significant about 360 degrees? Now, you're thinking it is a full rotation or a circle, right? Okay. So you're using that idea to come up with a way to construct a reflex angle measuring 300 degrees. Well, so, okay, let's start off and think. I know for sure I'm going to follow the same process, right? So I'm going to, again, take my straight edge, draw my line, okay? I'm going to take my protractor away because this is what I know how to do. I'm going to indicate my vertex and my ray. Okay, so that's going to be the bottom, right? Now, so if you know that a full rotation is 360 degrees, imagine a circle. Imagine a circle, right? Okay. Now, in a circle, you have 360 degrees, right? What you want is a portion, like the outside part of, a portion of that circle that measures 300 degrees. So, you know, if you take away 300 from 360, you will actually get 60 degrees. Okay, so I think a 60-degree angle approximately looks like about that size, okay? So if this part is 60 degrees, then I'm going to take a different color. Then the entire outside part of the angle, which is what the reflex angle is, that entire outside part, and I'm going to, I don't know if you can see, I'm going to draw a curved line here. That entire outside part, this part is actually 300 degrees. Because you know that 300 degrees plus 60 degrees will give you 360 degrees, the entire circle. So that's how you can use your knowledge of a full rotation to get the reflex angle. Now, really what you're going to end up drawing and constructing is you're going to draw a 60-degree angle. Okay, you're going to take the acute inside angle, but you're going to make it look like a reflex angle. And this is how you do it. Okay, so again, like the same process that you did when constructing other types of angles, take your protractor, okay? You know what you need to get is that 60-degree angle, okay? So that's the inside angle of the reflex angle, okay? Mark it up again. Do that, take your protractor away, and then line it up so that, again, that vertex and that line meet. Okay, that's about right. So connect it with a straight line again. Take away the protractor. Okay, you're gonna mark that up, right? You're still gonna call it LMN. But this time, do you see the significance of that curved line? That curved line indicates that you want to mark up the reflex angle. That reflex angle on the outside is 300 degrees. Okay, this angle is the reflex angle you want. That's why this curved line is so important. So you're making it look like a 300-degree angle, even though you drew the inside angle measuring 60 degrees. Now, again, to make more sense of it, I'm just doing this in a different color in a dotted line. This curved line here on the inside measures 60 degrees. But you were asked to draw the reflex of 300 degrees. So think of like a pizza or a pie, right? That reflex angle is that outside angle. And what you're doing is you're using your knowledge of a full rotation. You subtract the reflex angle measurement from the full rotation of 360 degrees to get the measurement of the angle that you need to draw, because again, you're limited because of your semicircular protractor. Okay, let's do one more example. Okay, so hopefully you have enough space on your page to draw one more reflex angle, just so that you get the hang of understanding how a reflex angle works in terms of constructing it. Okay, so let's say angle LMN. Yeah, let's stick with angle LMN again. That's fine. Angle LMN, I want you to draw a 190-degree angle. Okay, so again, you know that it's a reflex angle. Now, here's an option for you. Pause the video and see if you can figure out how to draw a 190-degree angle. And your hint is to look at the previous example of a reflex angle. You're using the same strategy and the same process, but this time I want you to draw a 190-degree angle. So pause the recording now before I go over what to do. Okay, so again, if you're checking your answer, if you just want some review, you're going to use your knowledge of a full rotation. So you know a full rotation is 360 degrees. You're going to subtract 190 from that, and you should be getting 170 degrees. So again, you're going to take your protractor and you're going to set up. You know that 170 degrees, sorry, I should indicate this. 170 degrees is the measure of the inside angle. And remember, you're going to construct a 170-degree angle, but you're going to mark up the outside so it looks like the 190-degree angle you need. So you're going to take your protractor, and then you're going to do your straight line here. Same process as before. Take that away, sorry. Take that away, and then you're going to mark up the vertex and the ray here. So take your protractor again. Now, always ask yourself too, and I should have went over this before, but ask yourself, are you drawing an acute angle or an obtuse angle? Because those are your limits with drawing with a semicircular protractor. Well, you're drawing actually a 170-degree angle. Think to yourself, 170 degrees is actually the obtuse angle, which is the inside angle, okay? So you're gonna look for 170 degrees on this side of your protractor, which is right there. You're gonna mark it up there, and then you're going to take your protractor away. I should erase that part. Okay. I'm just going to adjust it again so that those two approximately meet up, the marking at 170 degrees and your vertex. Okay, that's not what I want. Okay, so then you're going to mark up there and there. Okay, you're going to take your protractor away and make sure you have all the necessary markings. Okay, so you want this LMN. And again, this is going to be 190 degrees, which is the reflex on